I'm not sure what happened to him in like 2022, but he is snatched, he's chiseled, and he's really inspired right now. So I'm like a little like, oh, wow. Okay. Watch out.
So tell me all about this partnership that you have going on, because I know that your feet definitely take a beating during the season. I'm sure like all throughout the year with dancing and everything like that. So how do you keep them looking fabulous?
So I feel like our dancers' feet look so gorgeous in our ballroom shoes always. But if you were to take a little microscope up close, it wouldn't be so pretty. And so, you know, when I met with Carousel and found out about this partnership, I was so ecstatic because I'm always looking for something that's going to help my feet thrive during the season. And especially being a dancer, sweating so much, we are prone to getting athlete's foot. So these products not only help prevent and heal athlete's foot, but something else that's really important as just being a human and a girl in the summer, I love my heels and sandals. It also helps with skin appearance. So I don't have to be insecure about having some cute open toe shoes. So yeah, I'm really in love with their products.
I love that so much. Do you ever get insecure on the dance floor at all when it comes to that?
You know, I feel like on the dance floor, I'm just like so focused on my dancing that like I'm not even thinking about what they look like as long as they look good and I'm pointing them. You know, but then I have to deal with the aftermath of, you know, the itching, the burning, all of that sensation that comes from getting athlete's foot or discolor, all of that stuff. And so I think that's really important of a part of my daily routine, especially during the season of Dancing with the Stars, is taking care of my body, taking care of my feet, doing a foot soak, doing an Epsom salt bath, anything that's going to help my body thrive during the season.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you rely on your feet to help you move. So that's the most important thing to take care of for you. I mean, what's like the worst injury that you've ever had on Dancing with the Stars?
So I have these tiny little ankles. And if you ask my husband, he will say that they are his favorite part of my body. But unfortunately, they are so skinny and small. My Achilles is just like so small and tiny that I always roll my ankles. I'm always rolling them, spraining them. And so I feel like that's a reoccurring injury, unfortunately, during the show or while I'm on tour. I said this earlier, but one of the worst injuries I've gotten from dancing, at least, this was when I was still competing in ballroom. I was about 18 years old, and my partner and I, we were really passionate in our Pas de Doble. You know, it was in the final. We were just killing it. And he went to spin me for our last pose and headbutted me in the nose, completely smashed and broke my whole nose. We had one more dance we had to do. I like bowed, my whole makeup was smearing because my eyes were watering. Anyway, yeah, that was probably one of the worst ones, but yeah.
Do you still have like a PTSD from that whenever you're doing the Pas de Doble on Dancing with the Stars? You're like, this better not happen again.
No, but everybody makes fun of me because when I sneeze, it's as if there's been an earthquake. And the reason why is because I still have nose issues from that. And it's because I broke my nose from that. So I can't sneeze properly. So that always that experience.
I love it. I know it's been a few months since we've seen you on the show. So what have you guys been up to? I know you have the tour and things like that. So what's life been looking like for you and Val?
It's been amazing. We recently moved, and I feel like this is the first time that we've been able to live actually in LA during the week and find out what our routine is and what we like to do here. So it's been a really awesome period for us. We've also been teaching and dancing a ton. We've been traveling a ton. We actually just got back from vacation yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah, it was magical. So just kind of enjoying this downtime, you know, before things get crazy.
Things get crazy, and it's like right around the corner. I mean, are you itching to get back on the dance floor, or do you like this long break? Because I miss having the 2 seasons in 1 year.
I do miss having the 2 seasons in 1 year. I feel like because you also get a completely different cast variety. You know, I feel like in the spring, usually we can get a lot of those athletes that aren't in season. So I do miss aspects of having 2 seasons a year, but on the flip side, I do like having this nice long break because then it really gets you inspired and excited for the upcoming season. You know, I'm not burned out right now. I'm like, oh, let's do this. Let's get going.
Yeah. Are you constantly like, or not maybe constantly, but always thinking about new routines that you would want to do with a partner and things like that?
It's so funny because on my Instagram, you know how they have like the saved tab? Mm-hmm. So that page consists of nail ideas, ballroom costume ideas, and then like cool inspiration tricks I found or lighting things I like. So yeah.
I love it. And I'm sure you are, you know, want to get back on the dance floor because, you know, last season you were so close to that mirror ball. I mean, are you still like, do you feel like you still should have won that mirror ball trophy? Because I mean, it was so close between you and Amon.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm bitter, but for the last 2 seasons, I've gotten second place. So I feel like either I'm going to win it this next season or I'm going to get a grandpa and probably be out first, you know? So it might be my time. I'm not sure.
It depends. Are you and JoJo still really close?
Yes, I actually was just FaceTiming her about an hour ago. It's funny, you know, I look back on my life a year ago before the season and before I had met JoJo even. And I'm so grateful that I had that wild experience, you know, it completely changed my life in so many ways for the better. Not only just for me as a human and a dancer, a choreographer, but I also have this beautiful soul who's now in my life. She's like a little sister to me. So yeah, we're still really close.
I love that so much. Do you have any say in your partner and like, you know, who gets picked or nothing? Like it's just like kind of pick out of a hat type of thing?
It is. None of it is up to us.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes we'll send some ideas, or if we've met somebody at an event and they're like, oh, I've always wanted to do Dancing with the Stars, we'll send that name to the casting director. But yeah, no, none of it's up to us. And they really do like to keep it a secret. I think everybody thinks that we already know who we're going to be paired with. We have no idea. We have no idea until we walk in. So.
Are you sending in any names? And can you tell us too, if you are?
Honestly, I feel like I've had such a wide variety that I'm kind of up for any challenge. I think, you know, especially from last season, nothing's going to shock me or really scare me. So I'm excited for all of it and anything.
Definitely. Are you hoping for another same-sex partner for next season?
I feel like I would be able to go into it with even more confidence and excitement, you know, and have now a season under my belt and kind of know what to do and how to handle the situation. But yeah, honestly, I'd love to see 2 men dancing together on the season. I think that would be really exciting. So we'll see.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it moving over to Disney Plus?
I'm so excited. I think change is scary in general, but I think it also ignites a new start and this sort of refreshing energy. And I think Disney Plus is really excited to have us. And I'm just excited to see where the show goes. I think it's amazing that we're going to be the first live show to be on their platform. So yeah,
definitely. I know that you don't know the inner workings of things, but there's obviously all these rumblings that Tyra may be back, maybe not be coming back. Would you want to see her back this next season?
Again, right. We are the last ones to know anything. So I'll probably find out with everybody else. But, you know, I think the more time that goes on, I think she's going to get even more experience and be more comfortable. So yeah, you know, I think we really try to embrace the family aspect of the show. So she's part of the family. I would love to see her thrive and continue on doing the show.
Definitely. This one, you may know the answer to this one, but you might not tell me. But is Val coming back next season?
Well, so funny thing is we actually don't know if we're coming back until right before the season. But yes, I know that Val is definitely excited to come back for another season. And I think that he's in the best shape of his life right now. I'm not sure what happened to him in like 2022, but he is snatched, he's chiseled, and he's really inspired right now. So I'm like a little like, oh wow, okay, watch out. I think he's really excited for this next season.
That's great, because I know at the end of last season he was like, I don't know if I'm definitely going to come back for next season, but I'm glad that to hear that he's, you know, inspired once again.
Oh yes.
Yes. Are you more attracted to him than ever right now since he's so snatched?
I feel like, you know, we've been so many people in our relationship, so many versions of ourselves, which I think is such a beautiful thing about relationships in general. You know, you're constantly changing and evolving. And the phase that he's in right now, it's insane. It's like we just started dating again. Like he has this long hair now that he's putting into a bun. He's like, I keep calling him Fitness Val because I'm telling you, he like wakes up so early, works out, and it's insane.
I love that so much. I was going to say, hot. I know that you guys have been married for like over three years now. So are you learning any new things about him? Because like now that you've had a lot of like downtime together, and like you said, getting into these routines. So what are some new things that you're learning about him now?
It's not necessarily new, but I think it's always evolving. Is one of my favorite things about him is he is constantly a student. He is always so excited to learn new things or to try new things. And for me, I'm so opposite. I like to be super comfortable. I like to only do things that I'm good at and I know I'm going to thrive at. And so I love that he's just constantly looking to expand his talents or abilities and to improve himself. And so, yeah, I think that's, you know, there's always a new thing that he wants to learn or try. And I right now, I think he's like in a tumbling phase. Like he really wants to learn how to do like tumbling passes, which work. You better do that at 36. Like, why not? You know? So yeah, I guess that's surprising me.
I love it. Are there any marriage challenges that you guys face at the moment?
You know, I think just our biggest one is our personal and work relationship, and just having, I think it's such a beautiful thing that we get to experience together, working together, but there's no real rule book or handbook on how to do it in a healthy way, you know? And so I feel like we've just kind of had to find our path that works for us. So yeah, just, you know, trying to find that healthy, happy medium of working together, dancing together, and then just being humans at home together.
Definitely. It's a work-life balance in so many different levels. I know your sister-in-law, Peta, recently opened up about her fertility journey. I'm actually speaking to her in a few minutes as well. How have you guys been there for her? Because it takes a lot of courage to open up about something like that, especially in the public when so many people have so much to say.
Absolutely. You know, we've obviously as a family known about this and her struggles with it, and she kept it very private for the past 2 years. And so when I saw the beautiful piece that they did and that she finally opened up, I called her and I just told her how proud I am of her, because I know how much heartbreak that brought her and has brought her, and how badly she wants another baby. And so for her to come out publicly and to share her story, I just think that she was there for so many women who don't feel like they're heard and who are experiencing exactly what she's going through. You know, if you look at the numbers, it's like 1 in every 4 women will have a miscarriage or infertility, you know? So I think it's more common than not. Yeah. And I think with somebody like her, who so many people look up to and just see is just like, has a perfect life in this, you know, to come out and share these vulnerable things, I think is so admirable.
Yeah, no, you never know what people are going through. And I think what was interesting to me is what she said, you know, so many people are like, when are you gonna have another baby? When are you gonna have another baby? I mean, as somebody like gets interviewed a lot, does that question never bother you when people constantly ask, so I know you guys just got married, but you know, when are you guys having a baby?
It does, you know, and I think it's a really insensitive question, actually. Yeah. Because like you said, you never know what somebody's going through. And the amount of DMs and comments, you know, baby's on the brain. When are you going to have a baby? When are you and Val going to have a baby? Where are we going to? it adds pressure, but also it's nobody's business. And, have no idea what I've gone through, or what we want in the future, And so I think Pete is a great example of that, of like, you're just adding salt to the wound. Mm-hmm. So let's just avoid being in people's business about that kind of stuff. If I'm not asking you, just probably don't ask me.
I couldn't agree with you more. As somebody that went through infertility, it's a question that I stopped asking people because like I said, you don't know what people are going through and you don't know if they're trying for years, and it's a sensitive subject. Yeah. It really is. It really is. But I know somebody that is having a baby soon is your friend Sharna. She's a baby boy any day. I mean, what was it like celebrating that baby shower? She looks over the moon.
It's, again, I joined the show and I feel like I met Sharna when she was just like this vibrant, like hot, kind of rebellious rock star woman. Mm-hmm. And to see her just fall head over heels in love with Brian, and then to have one of her biggest dreams come true, becoming a mother. I know that that's been something that she's wanted, at least. It's just been so beautiful. I feel like I've really seen a transformation in her. And then to see her at her baby shower, she was just glowing, like floating, glowing everywhere. I cannot wait to meet their little baby boy. He's going to be so yummy. And yeah, so excited.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of mom do you think that she's going to be?
I think she's going to be the best mom. I think that she's always had a very maternal feeling towards all of us girls on the show. And she's been there for a lot of us. And so I feel like it's natural for her. She's going to be a natural mother.
Definitely. Do you think that she'll be back next season, or you think she's going to take an extended maternity leave?
I think if there were anybody to like whip into shape in a month, it would be Sharna. So who knows? I would be so happy for her for either option. Come back to the show or just enjoy being a newly mom.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina Garibaldi, the host of Us Weekly Celebrity Coverage. Don't forget to hit subscribe for the latest celebrity news, tips, and video. And for much more content, make sure you head on over to usmagazine.com, the official home of Us Weekly magazine.